was a recent build challenge created by the hilarious fake gamer girl. Shout out to her content that keeps me laughing. To build your best illegal build in The Sims. Well, funny enough, I already had plans to make a little extra to one of the homes in my back 40 neighborhood. Not completely illegal now, but back in the roaring 20s, it was. Can you guess what it is? A speakeasy. I wanted to add a speakeasy in the basement of one of the homes. A little history lesson. For those that might not know, is the Prohibition banned manufacturing, sales, transport of intoxicating liquors, aka alcohol. And according to my sources on the Google, with the ban on alcohol, those saloons that you see in the Western movies moved underground and popped up everywhere. I'm sure you know, because most people know what speakeasies are. But these speakeasies were also called blind pigs or blind tigers, which really cracks me up. Maybe they were trying to stick it to Big Brother. Speaking of Big Brother, oh my gosh. So, my sister and I were talking the other day about a game she started playing, and my phone, keep in mind, was on the table next to me. And then 2 days later, my YouTube suggestions start showing videos for this game. I don't even own this game. I don't play this game. Haven't even looked at it. Stop eavesdropping on my conversations, Big Brother. I thought it was just listening for ads to show for Amazon and stuff. You know, like if you want something for your birthday and you just say what you want over and over in the vicinity of the phone of your husband, boyfriend, kids, whatever. Ads start popping up while they're on TikTok, Amazon. And then they think it's their idea, right? And then you get what you want for your birthday. Well, apparently it expanded from ad suggestions. Sad face. Well, anyways, as I said earlier, I thought of putting a speakeasy in the basement of one of the homes in my Newcrest speed build videos, you know, this playlist that you're watching right now. Well, however, I did some research to see how they were actually designed because I wanted a legit look for this speakeasy. And in consulting the Google and the websites it provided, good old Google, found out that speakeasies were typically disguised in many creative ways of businesses, of cafes, soda shops, entertainment venues, all those. So with that knowledge, I changed my mind to create a hidden speakeasy disguised within an elaborate old-fashioned cafe and restaurant, diner, whatever you want to call it. So, that's what I'm doing today. That's what you're watching. Yeah! Who would have thought? Well, I spent way too much time on this, but man, did it pay off. Pretty proud with how this turned out. So, in my digging through speakeasy research to fill my brain with useless knowledge, good old useless knowledge, found something interesting that just made me crack up. I mean, really, if I was alone, I would have laughed out loud, but I wasn't. Did you know that anyone that wanted to join the dancing, the music, the alcoholic stupor had to know some sort of password, special handshake, or secret knock before they could enter? Yeah, I'm sure some of you did, maybe not all. So there you go, there's some useless knowledge for you. But my imagination and my weird brain were really going that day. So I thought, who created these passwords or handshakes? I could just imagine someone manning the door from the inside. Someone walks up and provides the password. Maybe back in the day, the password was something like, the weather is really beautiful outside today. Or, you know, something like, Susan baked the best delicious cookies the other day. I mean, those would be normal passwords, right? Because it wouldn't be like super obvious that it's a password, but then again, it's still a password. But okay, so picture this. The guard on the inside decides to switch it up, change the password. Next thing you know, the password to enter is Buffaloes are hairy. How could you not do that if you were the person on the other side? I mean, if I was in charge making the passwords, that would be something I would do. I mean, how could that not be hilarious if someone does like the barbershop knock on the door and you ask, "What's the password?" Kind of imagine someone that has like a cig hanging out their mouth, has that deep raspy voice, and on the other side someone says, "Buffaloes are hairy." How could you not be falling off your chair laughing? Or, even better, create a password like, "My farts smell like daisies today." You know, you're listening through the door and somebody walks up and says, "My farts smell like daisies today." Oh my gosh. I would totally go to that speakeasy because that means they know how to have fun. I mean, really. So, okay. So you said your password, and Siggy Man opens up. But that isn't the last step. Now you need to show the handshake before you finally enter the door to the speakeasy bliss. The handshake. You know, back in the day, could be something like a firm handshake, fist bump. But if I were creating that handshake, again, how could you not have some fun with this? I would create a handshake like jazz hands, fist bump, twinkle finger touching, and then fly away like a butterfly. Finish with a hip bump. You know you were picturing that in your head. Yeah, so was I. Because, I mean, you gotta have fun, right? You're going down to the secret speakeasy to where all the music, all the fun. You gotta have fun before you enter, too. Well, you know, that's how my brain operates. Anyways, back on task. So, about this build. I wanted to keep the like 20s era decor and design as much as I could do in The Sims. So once again, the Google helped me to inspire this Rodolfo's Cafe build. I don't know who Rodolfo is, but I'm sure he is probably one cool dude. So my creative juices were flowing, and that is the name that I came up with. Fight me if you don't like it, but my build, my choice. I actually based this on an actual existing shop. And I'm not telling you where, because that would kind of give away. But, like, not completely, but like that decor. It kind of reminds me of this place when you first walk in. Like, not the office space, the bathroom, the kitchen. 'Cause, you know, I never saw the kitchen, but I did eat at this restaurant. And the entry kind of reminds me of it. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go along with that style. I've got to go along with that style. The 1920s era style. You can't have a cafe without, like, the bar. And, like, it reminds me of, like, those ice cream shops. Or the ice cream diners. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. But, you know, I wanted an outside, for sure. Um, like, outside eatery. Because on a beautiful day, you know, or even when there's thunderstorms, I don't know. You could be wanting to eat outside on a thunderstorm. You know, be scared for your life like the Sims normally are when thunderstorms arise. I have to say, the speakeasy though, I think that's my favorite part of this build. So it's gotta be like the Strangerville bookcase hidden door because, you know, that's like the only thing that you could possibly hide. Not really an easy thing to come up with The Sims, unless you get CC, but I'm not trying to go out there and look for CC. I'm too lazy for that. It took me forever to figure out the stair situation. You'll see here in a little bit, because, you know, it... and also the spindles, spoundrels, whatever you want to call those, in the middle of that, I didn't realize you had to put walls first and then take them out. But, you know, finally figured that out. I had to edit out a lot of trying to figure that out. Pretty proud with how this turned out. And I'm still rambling, and I still have like 20 minutes left, and my house is quiet. It's, oh my gosh, it's very nice. My house is really quiet. I can speak freely. I don't have to worry about whether my son's gonna come out of his room making fun of me because he hears me talking like I'm talking to myself, which technically I am talking to myself, but I'm talking to you guys. You just, I just don't want to get made fun of, you know? So, yeah. So I'm talking to myself while my house is empty, except for my cat jumping up on the windowsill, you know? Okay, so I have no idea um, how any of like the retail diner things work because I've never actually done it. So on my next, on my, well, on one of my Let's Plays, we'll just say that. On one of my Let's Plays, I'm gonna have to check that out because, you know, I've never actually went in depth on how to own a diner or restaurant thing because, you know, the thought of actually doing a legit business in The Sims never really appealed to me. I'm more of, I'm gonna do crazy things like resurrect my vampire ghost mistress, which you'll see in a video later on, and they will be coming down the road because, I mean, how could that not catch your interest? Because I was cracking up the entire time. I love the way this kitchen turned out. I mean, really love how this kitchen turned out. I've never actually done like a fancy kitchen, business kitchen, I guess you would call it. Business kitchen? Diner kitchen? I don't know. Corpo chic, whatever. I don't even remember what the thing is called. But corpo chic, where you add 2 fridges and make it all fancy and metally because that is easy to clean. I know why, because I used to do the restaurant thing. Used to work in restaurants. By the way, those floors and walls are never this clean in kitchens for like fast food. Because yes, I used to do the fast food thing. In high school, okay, but I'm pretty proud with how this turned out. I thought it was really cute. You'll see. It comes up. You're watching it now, so you'll see the end product. But keep on watching. I have rambled on long enough, so time for me to make my escape, throw on some music, have a little, I don't know what kind of music is coming yet. I'll surprise you, because it's probably not gonna be like my last one, because I never listen to the same type of music ever. I love rock, hip hop. I am not a country fan, so you will never hear country on here. But, you know, I'll figure out the music here in a minute. Yeah, but anyways, enjoy. Um, Feel free to download this. I'm putting it on the gallery, so you guys will see this, yeah, on the gallery under my, wait, what is my, oh, my EA account ID. Don't mind me. My EA account ID is BubbleUnicornYT. So, the builds that you see on here, you're gonna see those up on my gallery after my videos come out. So that's when you'll see this. It will be there. Oh yeah. No, I got nothing else. But hey, I've talked for a little bit longer than last time. I didn't get as nervous. I'm getting a little better at that, I guess. Because, well, you know, there is nobody here to make fun of me. Because, yes, I do have a house full of kids. And a husband that plays really loud podcast from the other room I don't know if anybody else experiences this, but if you're trying to like watch like a TV show and then all you hear is your husband's podcast from the next room because he's deaf, I swear. But yeah, that's pretty much how our household is. We've got, I mean, granted, teenagers, they tend to stick in their room. We don't have to worry about them as much, but then, sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. It kind of depends on the day, really. But yeah, trying to record this during the day, as my intro says, I'm filming this in front of a live sleeping audience because I would never really be able to talk like this and you not hear background noise, background sound. It's never quiet in my house, ever. So, yes, this is why I'm doing this. Well, the house is empty. I mean, I did say the house was empty. Rock on, right? Anyways, yeah, actually, speaking of rock on, I think I'm going to play some rock music. So here comes some rock music for you this time. Until the montage. The montage has to go with the 1920s era speakeasies. So that will happen. But so the music will switch up. Don't be surprised at that. I think I'm done rambling. My coffee has officially cooled down enough for me to drink it. Well, my second glass anyway. So I am going to enjoy my coffee, enjoy whatever I'm watching on Hulu. I think I'm watching the oh, what is it called? The Girl from Plainview. It's actually pretty good. However, the documentary better, but not too bad. It's worth a watch, right? So, anyways, make sure you add some comments about what kind of passwords or handshakes you would put down. If you were the guard, what would you set as your password? I mean, that'd be pretty funny. So leave some comments about what you would put for your make your password because I'm kind of interested to see if anybody else would be as crazy if you know farts smelling like daisies or buffaloes are hairy. Um, yeah, enjoy. Here comes the music. Here's my coffee drink. Ah, beautiful. Well, here it comes. Music incoming.